An endless multiverse of possibilities awaits you, with champions from worlds both familiar and entirely unique to this strange realm. They wait to have their true power unleashed by the Summoner.
Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, 'cause I know that you'll reject my love. Moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on.
Champions are forever.
Well, hello. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are live once again. Hope everybody's doing well today. The Epignosis, first one in. I'll be driving most of today, so I'll be listening and lurking mostly. Perfectly fine. Good morning, Shadowverse. T. Smitty, back in the building. We missed you, bro. Wife and I are back home. Had a fun and exhausting time in Reno. That's all right. Finally working on my drops for this week. And I'll help you get there. Teku Jr., what up, man? Hoping you having a blessed day, my friend. Renty Gamer, hello. Okay, well, hop on over here and let's start this thing up. And for those of you who can, tonight I'm going to be running the Saga Incursions with Itans. So if you're able to, tune in for that. I am also going to change my the background of my thumbnail. I made two different backgrounds, and there's one that's a lighter background. I'm gonna switch to that one. I've used the dark one for quite a while now. All right. Aha. Coliseum. All right. They're still giving us these. All right. Cool. Could be interesting. All right, so Kate Bishop is the first one, huh? Offensive Burst, Maul, and Ex Magica are the tags. Let's see, who is... There's all 3 tags. Oh, really? All right. That should be interesting. We'll do that one later. But that should be interesting. Of course, what I normally do is I'll use a champion that can get a lot of the points and build up my the podium. Once I've built the podium up, then I go for the big score with whoever I'm gonna use for that one. Okay. While we're doing that, I'm gonna switch over. Didn't take too long. Copy. Unlock you. Delete. And zip it. Oops. I didn't copy it. Or maybe it doesn't let me copy it if it is locked. Copy. And here we go. Much better, much better. And I think I will change the color of this. Make that a little bit bigger. And I'll show you guys what I've done here. Okay. Change the font. Cut. I'm trying to be very consistent and use that one. Change the color. Move the shape from behind it. Let me keep doing this here. You died again. What up, man? Storm X for Kate. Kim Parry. He will definitely be used. No question. Make it green. Well, give it a shadow. We'll give it a dark shadow here. Make it pop. There you go. That looks much better. Let's increase this to okay. And two. Think, should I keep it yellow? No, let's see what red looks like. Going to change the font. Consistent. Turn the shape off. Some of those shapes that I have on it make it look crazy. But I will show you. Not sure if it was brought up last week, but isn't Medusa a female? Yeah. I get the 15 points for using her specifically, but I haven't been getting the points for fighting with female champs. Huh. That is strange. Maybe they messed up. I mean, you know, there's no bugs in the game or anything, but because yeah, that you should be getting points for her being female. This. What up, user? I'm here with some guide advice. Use Storm X on Kate, just parry heavy. It stuns her, hit her, and repeat. The parry heavy has a chance to remove her evade. Kate can't purify the stun. Oh yeah, I'm absolutely gonna be using her. I don't know if I'll use her to build up the podium, but I'm definitely gonna be using her. You in. Shorten that up. That looks a little bit better. Like that one, so that's gonna stay. Remove shape from that one too. Want to see the leg tattoo? Put it up. What's up, Grenfield? You already know. Pop that bad boy in the Discord. Okay. Think, how should I Do that. That a little bit bigger. And I will show you guys what I'm doing here. You will see. Oh. That's better. All right, now I gotta figure out one other thing. Let's go here. What points am I talking about? So you know how the Coliseum works, where the podium level is a multiplier to your score. So you want your podium level up high. Now, as I've learned, it doesn't matter what order you do it in. So like you can go in with Storm X, for example, and put up your best score. Then you can keep going to level up the podium and your score will just get that multiplier. So it doesn't really matter what order you do it in. Me being a very sequential type of a person, I tend to want to build up the podium first and then use the champion that I want to get the big boy scores with. So in this case, I would find who gets me quick, easy points and use them to grind the podium out and also to get used to the fight. Then I would go in with Storm Pyramid X after my podium is like level 3 and do the and put up the high score. But it doesn't really matter what order, just that you do want to level your podium up. No question about that. Got here this. That. Okay. Now, what I'm talking about is my thumbnail. So let me see here. Put the thumbnail up for you guys. It's the one that you see because I use the same thumbnail for the background. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Grenfield. Give me a second. Do it this way. Come on. May as well do the auto fighting. All right. Pictures. Oh ho ho! Uh-oh. Music! Let me see. Can I There we go. I can. There's the leg tattoo. Huh. So, is this new? I see some red here. Are you still healing, or is that red part of it? Look at that. Hold up, that was a... Okay, so that's the other side of it. Whoops. And that. Okay. Yep. Yeah, the knee is new. You got it today. Okay. Well, then that's exactly what it should look like then. Get that. Okay. I have to make my two arms. JL Hakajulahan. What up, man? The 16 hit bars with Spider-Woman. It's just annoying. Can normally can't fight normally. Got to do the exact rotation so her evade doesn't work. Ah. All right. Now that I have the display capture on, you can see the mouse. You can't see the mouse unless I do display capture. Otherwise, you just see the regular mouse, but you don't get to see this big boy mouse. All right, now I can show you also what I was working on here. This is what I'm doing. So, you know how the my thumbnail looked? Well, I'm working on the new one. So it's the same stuff here, but I changed the color here, as well as the font. Make it a little bit, hey, stop it. A little bit bigger. I don't know if I want to keep this color. What do you guys think? Should I keep that color? Normally, just so you know, you want to generally keep the colors very simple. So you don't want to have too many colors. Cookie Crumble, what up, man? User's like, what do you mean your knee is new? No, I saw the red, so I was just like, it looked like it was still healing, but I wasn't sure if they wanted to have like a blood effect on the tattoo. Billy D, Beer Belly Buddha, what up, man? Better than pink? Well, okay, but yeah, so like I can make this red. I could also do something like I can make it yellow. This is what I use, by the way, to make my thumbnails, in case you're curious. This is Access I'm sorry, Adobe Express. Okay, so I can make it yellow. And I can change the shadow here, or the outline rather, to black so that it looks like that. And then I can, you can see I'm still using that Montserrat font. And then what I can do is under the effects, I can give it a shadow, which it does have right now. It has a glow, but I'm going to give it the regular shadow and give it the black. See how it looks, how it makes it kind of pop a little bit. So, and I made this green because it just looks a little bit easier to see. All right, hold on. Let me keep this going. Oh, Alliance Quest. Let me see. Can I see what I did? Is it too late? Whoops. Not daily. Yeah, it's too late to see it. That'd be kind of cool if you could. Give me that. But I took out the boss and I put up a huge score. That America Chavez is a beast in there. The Coliseum, all right. Ascension. Ooh, Sigil. It refreshed. Give me that. And I really wish they had more of that dust. Well, they do have it in the Mysterium. Here, let me grab these. And I could get 5 more of those, but I'm going to wait. No longer going to be getting these. So we're going to wait on those. Let me see. And I'm probably not going to, now that I see what they're doing with the limbo tokens, I'm probably not going to chase her. We'll wait and see when the first appearance, because that's what you're chasing right now, is the first appearance. Let's see, Essentia. All right, so this has reset. So as you can see, we're able to convert pretty well. You just do it this way. I don't know why I do it the long way. Habit. And we'll do it again next week. Okay, so then we've got, where are you? I could get those too, but I'm not ready to chase those. Then in the Mysterium, we got one more day, and then we'll be able to grab more of these to use for our 4 stars, getting those guys up. Okay, let's go with the auto fighting here. And go back to what we were doing. All right, so This is what it looks like right now. I think it looks pretty decent. Now, what should I put here? Yeah. Hold on. Let me there I am. There's the little border around it. But now for just the thumbnail, I generally like to have something here. So either some text here. I could put like no stress, no drama up here. Increase the size of these down here. I'm just thinking. Something like trying to think. And I can't use any animation in thumbnails, so this has to be just a static thumbnail. Yeah, I can lower the thickness of that outline. Could keep that, but I'm trying to. Some of these fonts were just what they gave me. I'm trying to keep them fairly consistent. Ew. And that is this, by the way, that's making it do that. The text layout, making it dynamic, all that. What y'all think here? Let's see. Move that there. Here. You'll get to see the creative process at work. And effects. Don't want shape. Go classic. What do y'all think about that? Y'all haven't noticed already, I don't really like having a lot of white space. What do y'all think about that? How does that look to you guys? Let me go quick. A little bit away from the edge. But yeah, how does that look? Little bit bigger. Yeah, I think I like that as for the thumbnail. So it's going to replace this one here. That's the old one, as you can see, right?
Attention, please.
Okay, so that's going to be the thumbnail. And if I want to make the background, if I wanted to make anything animated, but I found that I was making things a little bit more difficult for myself because I kept having to change things up. Like, I kept making one that had space so that I could add, you know, the live stream is starting, so I could keep using that background. But then I came up with a different workflow. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Attention, please.
There we go. All right. Let's go back to our live stream. Now, let me show you. Here's the starting. Whoops. Turn the music on. So that's what it looks like right now. And see how I had to put a space so that you could get that live stream starting? User. I thought the Hulkbuster I did with Spider. Wait. Not Hulkbuster, Hitbar. I did with Spider-Woman was good. MSD did 28. I hope you're not comparing yourself to MSD. I hope not. All right, so that's what it looks like. So if I want to kind of consolidate so that everybody is using, you know, a standard, kind of a standard background, and then I could do something else. Here's what you can see. Here's what I would do, because I have a I've set it up so that I can do that. All right, so that's interesting. All right, so I'll change the background. To the new 1. And then I did this so that I could do just what I'm doing now and make it easier on me. Oh, that's why I did that. Okay, because the group is named that. All right, well. Using it somewhere else. Oh. That's a pain. Oh. Did I name that? Team. Oh my. All right, well, I'm gonna have to mess around with the naming because I named some other stuff, and as long as I am using it with that name, I can't rename this. So it has some weird names. But anyway, so since I have that as a graphic, I can move it around. So I'm still using the background, but I can move this to wherever I want it. And that's why that space was there originally, because I would put that there. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change this graphic out. I'll put that there for now, but I'm gonna change that out. All right, so see, we got that. That's what that looks like now. So that's my live stream background. Now, when I go live, though, if I don't have anything showing, like the game window. Oh, that's why it's live stream background. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through and fix some of these up. Let's see. Properties. Okay, so it's already set that way. Cool. So let's see if I turn off the there. So when I don't have the game window up, that's what it looked like now. Right. And with that, I can now change my thumbnail. So that we've got the new thumbnail for the stream. First stream to get this thumbnail. And then, of course, when I start using it elsewhere, I'll start putting that thumbnail up. But yeah, that will help me not have so many different thumbnails for the same thing. In fact, I'm gonna delete this so that I'll know where I need to use it if I'm using it somewhere else. And no more animated GIFs, because that makes my life a little bit more difficult, because you can't use animation for your thumbnail. So I was making an animated version and a non-animated version, and then trying to keep up with you know, updating one, making sure I updated the other one. Don't need to make extra work for myself. Okay. Also need to make sure that I am watching my own stream. I think I have all of the drops already, so we'll see. Right. Now, can you feel it? Purple? Purple rain. Okay, so Dr. Stone, what up, man? Let me try one or two Coliseums. Put that bad boy on easy. Let's see. He doesn't have any of the tags, but let's just see what she could do. Best source of tier 5 CC. It's going to be the Essentia store. Whoopsie. I gotta. I really gotta learn how to evade her. And then she hit my block because I didn't fully evade it. I learned it. But yeah, see, that was a quick and easy 34 points for the podium. User, it's not hard. We just don't practice it. I don't fight her. But yeah, it's not hard. Just got to get used to it. But yeah, Koye is probably once again. Why are you not moving? Wow. That is so weird. So strange. We'll try something here. Sleep, sleep. Okay. Never knew that. Oh wait, did it still put me to sleep? Wow. It's going so fast now. Yeah. But that's a quick and easy one, man. 47 bars with her? Nice. Brian Burke, what up? Those are overpriced. I feel tier 6 and tier 5 are the same, very close in Essentia to the same value. And I haven't really checked out any of that. Come on. Man, that sleep so fast. Hey, yeah, see, look, she waited so that I couldn't get that next medium in. Huh? See what you did? Okay, so it doesn't. I saw someone do that. See? She won't fight. She wouldn't fight. Not really much I could do. She won't fight. When I needed to get that medium in, she just turtled up. Was like, nope. But as you can see, we're still going very, very quickly. And it's not that hard. This is just farming XP for the podium. Whoopsie. I messed that up. See. Okay, that's how they did it. Yeah, I was looking up there. But yeah, that's how they did it. See, now I got a podium 2. And I just have to keep doing that. And build up the podium. And that's it. And then once my podium is 3, I'll start making runs with Storm Pyramid X. And I'll do the same thing with podium 2 and 3. Use a Koye to build it up. And then use somebody else to get the points. But yeah, so that's pretty much how I run Coliseum. All right, let's get to the arena. See Pixie up here? See her right there? You know I maxed that girl out, right? Had to do it. We're pixies. We're pixies. All right. Anyway, I didn't realize I had my my chair tilted slightly back. I didn't realize that. I'm not supposed to have that back like that. But now it actually fits. Cause see, when I was trying to put my the neck pillow here, right now I'm sitting properly. The neck pillow is there, the lumbar support is there, everything is great. When I have it tilted back, that's not the case. I can lean back, but then on the camera, it looks different because I'm leaning back. But not no more. And it feels better too. Okay. Actually, let me do this. Since I'm always sitting differently. All right. Now, no rank up spoilers, but if you have not watched my rank up video, you need to go watch my rank up video. It is foil. So as far as plans go, tonight I'll be running the incursions with Itans. Wednesday evening is usually Diablo. I've been trying to keep that consistent. And as far as Wednesday new content day goes, what's coming out this Wednesday? Isn't it the next week for the side quest and the next Karina challenge? So Thursday, I have a doctor's appointment. I don't know when I'm gonna get back, but if I get back in time, I'll jump on and do the The Karina challenge, perhaps the villain one. I think that's gonna reset Wednesday, right? So I'll do it like Thursday. How about Team USA with the Olympics hockey hat trick? That I'll have to ask my sister what you mean. Gold in men's, women's, and Paralympics. Oh, that's what you mean by the hat trick. Nice. So triple gold. Or rank max my 6-star for the Coliseum. Renit, what's up? Wait, JL Haka Julahan. Which 6-star are you gonna rank up? Storm Pyramid X? Not filtered. When Shadow in the zone, he zones out. Yeah, I do. I get hyper focused. And then I come up for air and be like, oh, y'all are still here? Now, that was good in programming. They kind of expected you to zone in on, you know, your code. A lot of people did that, so that was good. But not always good. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, you do have Pyramid X. Okay, so you're gonna rank up Okoye to grind out the podiums. That is a good plan. I'll be using her for every single one, unless someday she gets all the tags. If she were to get all the tags someday, what I would do then is make sure that I've used her to level up the podiums wherever I can, and then use her for that. But as long as she's not going to give me the high score, it's all good. So yeah, that is an excellent plan. And you're gonna ascend her? I like what I'm hearing so far. Come on. There we go. But yeah, perfect plan. She's not bleed or shock immune, so tear up. That's what I say. All right, so I think I have my week plan. I was up till like 8 this morning, by the way, and I was just messing around with, since I couldn't sleep, messing around with DaVinci Resolve, which is the editor that I use now. No regrets. That editor is awesome, by the way. So I'm constantly learning. It has so many features that even people that have been using it for years are still learning new things or new ways that they can do the stuff that they've been doing already. So you already know that's good. When you got 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 different ways of doing the same thing, you do whichever way is comfortable to you. Ooh, yes. So I was clipping out the hero challenge. And I'm gonna just put up, you know, my solos. Just put those up. And if anybody wants to see the whole run, it's there. I did it live. You know. T Smitty resubscribe. Thank you, thank you. I think they broke their because appearance I told it to go compact mode to be always on top. Cute. Okay. And I did the click through. Oh my goodness. This is funny. Left control. There we go. Move that over. That is funny. Have to get used to that. Oh wait, I can't even. Oh no, we ain't doing click through. That will drive me nuts. It requires 2 hands to interact with it if I do click through. No sir. All right, just talking about the chat, Restream's chat application. All right, first time I'm going to be using Pixie. Thanks for the thanks to Essential. Oh, you mean the Essentia for help? Koya is a Swift Army Knight. She can help in so many content. Yes, she can. Did you see me do a get a solo on that Doom? Whoops. Using her. I'll put that fight up too. But I went through. I know nothing about this girl. Okay, so she doesn't stun. Oh. So that's sleep. Okay. We're gonna have to play around with her some more. She's Pixie. She's Pixie. Woo. Okay. Put it in compact mode. Increase the size real quick. Okay, that should be okay. In Ordeal versus Spider-Gwen and Diablo. She did good against Nightcrawler, Spider-Gwen, Doom. I'm trying to remember, who else did I use her for? I don't have your skill for the save. I'm not that skilled. long as you got your revives, it's all good. Don't worry about all, you know, using up your revives. Just get on through it. Leave the bragging rights to the other guys. But I do get solos, so hey. I figure I fit somewhere in the middle. I might actually grind for the 6-star Madeline Pryor, just so I have her to play around with. That'd be so cool. Don't be modest, you have skill. A little. I think it comes from having played the game for so many years. You gotta pick up a thing or two. Woo! I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. Whip, whip. Fun. Back that whip. Woo! I know it's not a whip, but it looks like a whip. Sounds like a whip. So we whoop them. Whip your hair back and forth. Oh, hey. Ha ha! He is such a surprise. I did not know I was going to like him as much as I do. Come on. There you go. Yep, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh. I hate that they wait. They have the perfect timing. They wait until... Look at that. He held it. Okay, I just luckily got that because I just kept doing it. But he's like waiting. He's like, uh-huh, uh-huh. Pop, pop. I'm like, come on, man. Hate getting in that corner like that. All right. Sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na. And yet for the echo chamber, no matter how long you have played, when we have input issues, it's our skill that's in question. I think, T. Smitty, what I'm sensing, not that they've said it, but what I'm sensing now is that a lot of them feel like the input issues are just too much for them to deal with right now. They don't have permission to work on it, so they try to put it out of their minds and focus on other stuff. Because remember, they were focused on giving us the new input system. Remember, they rebuilt that bad boy from scratch. And I have a feeling that the powers that be are like, yeah, that was enough. You made a whole new input system. Work on other stuff. So we're waiting for it to come back around to be a priority for them. And it's been years. I have a bug with Heimdall, 4-star, the indestructible, never gone. Yeah, when you get those, it becomes a priority. Because it'll allow you to trivialize content. So they have to be like, oh, wait a minute. But yeah, I've seen that bug. I don't know. I thought they fixed it. But if it's still here, alrighty then. Probably why they won't give me a 7-star Heimdall. But that's okay. I got my Spider-Man for beater. So I'm happy. Because he looks awesome. And just playing around with him, even with the 6-star. Yeah, I was like, yeah, we gonna do that. Gotta do it. Come on. Come on. Go. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. See, with my 4-star rank 0, I have killed a Scorpion 6-star max in versus. Yeah, Heimdall, especially with the buff that they gave him, is definitely no joke now. So I will give, for the next challenge, I'll give it a day. And we'll see how I feel on Thursday. I'll either, I might just do it in the evening because my appointment is at 1:45. So it's probably safe to say if I'm going to stream on Thursday, it's going to be in the evening. And that should give me time to see who people are using. But right now, I'm thinking of using Deathless She-Hulk, Deathless Thanos, the Serpent, might bring in JJJ. I just might. That might be the time that I start learning him. So we'll see. But it looks like that team can handle pretty much everything. And then I still have one spot open. In Incursions is the new Aegon. Oh, you mean Heimdall? If I had a 7-star Heimdall, I would bring him into these Saga Incursions I'm gonna run tonight. I would definitely bring him in. Use Kingpin, Scorpion, JJJ, Venom, and Mojo. For the villain one. Is that what you're talking about? You died again? Because yeah, it looks like JJJ can. You just formed a team around him to give him the synergies. Yeah, Heimdall. Okay, yeah. Okay. Well, it's safe to say I'm probably not going to be going in with that team. So I'm curious. If I'm not going to bring in that team to support JJ, should I bring him at all? Because I'm definitely bringing the Serpent, Deathless She-Hulk, and Deathless Thanos. So should I bring JJ and a synergy? Finally stopped drinking soda and now drink protein shakes. The change is way overdue. You're lucky I know what whey is. and the Mountain Dew. Caveman, ooh, good. What's up, man? You don't need synergy, but you get 4% heal with Scorpion. So if I do bring him, I'll probably bring Scorpion as well then. Gotcha. SMS. Welcome to the family. Scorpion is a good Deathless She-Hulk replacement. I ain't replacing my Deathless She-Hulk. Checking in my chat here is back. You are, T. Smitty. You almost laughed. Ha! Never! Buffs Mojo and Scorpion pretty well. Also Venom buffs Scorpion. The heal is every time you do a headline. It's really strong. So I'm thinking then I'm thinking then that team is probably going to be a good team then. Deathless She-Hulk, Deathless Thanos, the Serpent, JJJ, and Scorpion. They should be able to do all the fights, right? Kurds and Way, yeah. If she bends over, it's Way. Hey, you know what? Y'all are something else. My poor, I want y'all to see what it's doing. Off, on. You don't see anything, do you? Y'all see it? I'm having to do this. You know? To try and get it to turn on. But and one of these times it's not going to. Look at this. So eventually, if I keep on there, now, see? Now it came on. So eventually, it's gonna just die completely. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, good. What have you done to your poor iPad? I have had mine just as long and it works just as good day one. And I'm so upset. I don't know. I figured it would last much longer than this. I'll tell you that. Thing cost me, what did I pay? $700-800 for it? And I also found out, sadly, I told you guys that I had Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Anthem for my health insurance. It was free. Now I know why. And I can't change out of it. It'll still give me zero cost virtual visits, zero cost, well, $35 for office visit. The problem is with the prescriptions. And I was curious about this. I should have asked a little bit more. I should have called them up and asked them. But basically, they only cover your prescriptions after you meet your deductible. And some of the prescriptions are expensive. So I did amlodipine because I had run out of them. And those were $3. So that's fine. But one of my other ones was, I don't remember which one it was like $27. And I was like, no, sir. So what I'm gonna have to do is something I did before. Brady Health has a sliding scale, and their prescriptions are like a set fee. Last time I used them, it was $5 for my prescriptions. That's probably gone up, but $5 is much cheaper than that almost $30 that they wanted to charge me. But yeah, so I wasn't happy when I found that out, because the whole point is for me to try and get cheap or free prescription support for the generics. And they say that they were like $0 for select drugs, right? That's true, but you have to meet your deductible. That's an issue with iPads. Apparently, I had an iPad Air years ago which randomly died while charging. And of course, it's way past the warranty and all of that stuff. So the only thing that I can do now, you know, just keep limping along. And if I want to get another iPad, I'll have to, I mean, I can go back to my old iPad, but it does not play this game very well. One of the reasons I got this iPad. But, you know, for like, if I wanted to do other stuff, I mostly use the computer, so it's not that big of a deal. But if I wanted to, I could go back to the old one, which I'd really rather not do if I can help it. And trying to fix that screen, not worth it. So I would just get a new one. You know, maybe a refurbished one for cheap. Something like that. Maybe I don't know. Silly individual. What up, man? I see you over there on Twitch. How you doing? But yeah, so we'll see. It's not really a big issue right now. More of just an inconvenience. Look at Prowler going, man. That's what's up. But yeah, so I mean, I still use it to play this game when I'm not sitting at the computer. So that's where the inconvenience comes. Like when I'm out in the living room watching TV with sis, and I wanna go. You ain't gonna fire your special after all of that? Now that you hit me, will you fire it? Back up. Thank you. But yeah, when I'm out there in the living room with mom, sis, or whatever, and we're watching stuff, I'm usually grinding out that arena. So we shall see. I just had a horrible thought. If and I by the way, if you're still here, you died again. The taunt on Spider-Man, other people were complaining about the fact that it's broken. It was broken against that Vision because that's who people were using, and he wasn't getting taunted. It's a shame they moved to laminated screens. Up until the 2021 iPad non-Pro, it was not laminated. I put new screens on maybe 5 of them. That's probably why they changed it. Who dat? Bugman. Why did I just think of the Tick? Call me the Tick. You know, man, that was an awesome cartoon, man. That was so funny. Okay, you need to come up with a phrase, you know, a battle cry. Battle cry? What battle cry? You know, something you scream just before the fight. Oh, you mean not in the face, not in the face. Oh my goodness. It only costs $10 for a new screen on those. Apple must have been pretty bad about it. Yeah, when I look and see how much a new screen would cost for this to get that fixed, it's usually not worth it. Now, if I could find someone local who'd be willing to do it for the cheap, and I could find a screen, or maybe they had a screen that they could put on there for cheap, I might do that. But it would have to be real cheap. Do you know I only recently realized who M'Baku was? Feel the power of M'Baku. I didn't realize that was M'Baku. I didn't remember his name. Who challenged Black Panther for the throne that time. And then turned around and saved his life. It was really awesome how they did that too. $200 to $300 probably to put a new screen on it. And I believe you have issues after 2 with messages about it not being the correct screen, etc., and lag. They programmed them to not play nice. Yeah, and see, I'm not gonna pay $200-300. I don't have it, but I'm not gonna pay $200-300 just to put a new screen. I just get a new iPad. But I'm still paying back the computer. And if you guys have noticed, the fund went up because I took most of what I got paid from Twitch and I put it up there. So they gave me like 70 something dollars. I put 50 toward the fund to repay the loan, and paid my tithe on it, of course. And then I think I used the few dollars that was left for like the tip or driver's fee for something, delivery fee. You need equipment that is about 1,000 and a lot of skills and knowledge to swap the screen over. It's not something people buy unless they want to run a business with it. And that was their plan, I think. Because you notice they made things. Do you remember when it was very easy to buy a motherboard and a CPU. Didn't matter what motherboard you bought. All the CPUs fit all the motherboards. I still remember that. And I remember them purposely changing. It was in the early days of Intel and AMD. They tried to crush them. AMD did not have a motherboard themselves. They had the CPU. And they embarrassed Intel. Suddenly, Intel started making motherboards that would not work with the AMD chips. And so AMD had to come out with their own motherboard to handle their chips. But I remember that. And then eventually manufacturers started manufacturing ones for both. But at the time, Intel had like a stranglehold. AMD was the first real challenger that we had seen. And they did a good job. I have an AMD motherboard and CPU in here right now. So clearly they did a very good job. Just like printers, yep. Used to be able to get replacement parts. Now if one thing breaks, you need a whole new printer. Yes. Now I did find, like the one that we have right now, the toner, if you buy it from the company, is real expensive. I found some toner, came in a 2-pack that was about half the price of one from the company. I don't remember how that math works out, but it was something like, you know, a third of the price. Very, very cheap. And we're still using it now. Working just fine. So I'm very happy about that anyway. Remember you used to be able to upgrade RAM on laptops and swap out the CPU? It was a little bit more difficult. I didn't really get into the laptops because it was so difficult to do that. A lot of them made it so that you couldn't do it easily. And it was very annoying. I never upgraded a laptop. I didn't even own a laptop until 2000s. Yeah, I think the first laptop I purchased was in 2000, like 2 or 3. I used my what was it called? It was a company credit card. And I bought it on credit. And it was $3,000 and some change. And the reason I did that was because at the time I had gotten laid off. And I was working at a music shop where I had a lot of downtime. So my plan was, while I was at the music shop, to get some contract work and do it on the laptop. So I went ahead and Dell. It was Dell. It was a Dell credit card. They had their own line of credit with Dell. And so I was able to get $3,000 and some change, and I got that Dell, I forgot. But it was the gaming laptop, the best one they had at the time. And I wanted a good gaming laptop because at that time, gaming laptops had the best parts and all that stuff. So for development, you wanted a gaming laptop. I could game on it. I could develop on it. So I bought the Dell laptop, and then I think I got one contract, and then I got a job. And now, you know, I didn't need to do that. So now here I am with this $3,000 laptop that I really no longer need. And so I put it up on eBay. It wasn't the Alienware. Alienware made one that was the equivalent. It was called something else. I'll know it if you tell me, but it was around that time. Alienware had made like their custom builds at the time, but this was a Dell something. Diddlick, what up, man? Who's your daddy? What up? I bought a commercial printer. Oh, wait. Apple now has, I believe, the unified chip with RAM and CPU all integrated. Do they? I definitely haven't kept up with Apple. Bought a commercial printer with a toner, good for 2,000 prints. Got a huge cash back to the point it's almost free. Yeah. They make money on the toner, but I print casually. Ah. Caught them with it. Laptops from the mid 2010s had upgradable processors. Ah. And even before that, they were difficult. You could upgrade it, but your regular person was better off just putting it in, and they would actually swap out. I remember that they even had plans that allowed you to do like 1 or 2 upgrades. That's how difficult it was. You would actually pay for a plan that allowed you to upgrade your laptop. Crazy. I made good relations with the higher ups in the state Special Olympic Committee this past week. I may need to get a new laptop to run a new special needs bowling league. Woo, nice. XPS, that was it. I told you I'd know it when you said it. Yeah, it was the XPS. Like their first one, over $3,000. But then I put it up on eBay. And I figured that I wouldn't be able to sell it for the price I paid for it, right? So what I did was I set a low bid price and then did a buy it now for like 3,000 something. And someone did the buy it now. I was like, whoa. But long story short, it was a scam. And what ended up happening, I didn't lose any money because I was very cautious. But PayPal lost money. They don't like me very much. They tried to collect on me. They never did. Because what I did, I followed all the rules. And I interacted with a verified user on eBay. Great stats and everything. Come to find out, it was a hacker who hacked that account. But anyway, as far as I could tell, did all that. I had a business PayPal account, so that afforded me extra. They took out more money per transaction for the business account in order to give me more protections against fraud. So I dealt with the person on PayPal. They were a verified user that I dealt with. It was that same hacker who hacked another PayPal account. And they sent me over that $3,000. And of course they wanted it quick. And I was like, all right, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. And of course they were getting frantic because if I took too long, it could find, I could find them out. So I waited. Like maybe a day or so, right? Now get this. Waited with it in the PayPal account for like a day. Then I transferred it before I sent anything. I transferred the $3,000 to my bank. That takes time too, right? I waited until the money was officially deposited and available in my bank. That was a few days. And then, still hadn't sent it to him yet, mind you. Then, I took that $3,000 from my bank and put it back on the Dell account to pay back the laptop. Once it was paid back and the money was out and everything was done, then I sent it to him. And do you know that about a day after that, PayPal was like, oh, it looks like that was a fraud and we're reversing the charge. So now my account, and I had like $100 or something in there, my account went negative $3,000. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I waited almost a week. And you guys didn't have your act together in all that time? But note that I did everything I was supposed to do, which is why I didn't lose $3,000. Can you imagine if I had sent the laptop and then they did that and snatched that $3,000 right out of there? I would have been out the laptop and out the money. But I actually came out ahead because what I did when I found that out, I ran back down to the post office, and the post office helped me track it down. It was on the truck to go overseas, because yes, he was overseas. It was on the truck to go, and we stopped it in time and it got returned to me. So I had the laptop. But here's the thing. I'm still, negative $3,000. So I put it up on eBay, did the same thing, buy it now. And somebody did the buy it now and eBay canceled it. For, this time they caught them with the fraud and all of that. And so I tried putting it up one more time, and it was another, fraudulent attempt to buy. And I was like, you know what? Forget it. And so I did something that was dangerous. Very dangerous. I would not do that now. I put it up on Craigslist. And we were in an apartment at the time. I gave them the apartment address for them to come over to my apartment. And I was there with my sister to do the transaction. Fortunately, and I know I was being protected, let me tell you, but fortunately, nothing happened. He came over with like $1,000 or something in cash, because if you think about it, it was dangerous for him too. come in there with this cash. I don't know where he got the cash or whatever. There was a lot of dangerous things going on there. But he tried to haggle a little bit, but I was just like, nah. You know, because at this time, the laptop was like maybe 6 months old. I paid $3,000. It was like 6 months old. So he paid like $1,000 and something for it. He came out like a bandit. And I had $1,000 in my pocket. And the reason that I did that, by the way, after trying to sell it on eBay and getting the fraudulent thing, I stayed in contact with PayPal. And I'm like, PayPal, you know, they saw that I got the laptop back. I said, I will give you the laptop. They're like, they don't want the laptop. They want the money. So I was trying to get the money. You know? And that's why I put it up on eBay. And then finally I just sold it for the $1,000, and I did not give it to PayPal because it wouldn't have, it would have been, first of all, it wouldn't have gotten my account right. Second of all, they were doing wrong. They should have covered that. They didn't want to cover it, and they should have. I talked to quite a few people, told them the situation, everything. They're like, yeah, you did everything right. I still have the emails from PayPal and everything, and I kept them just in case they ever took me to court, which they never did because they knew better. All they could do, and remember, PayPal is not a bank, all they could do is make my account negative. And then any account that I tried to create that had my information in it, like the same bank information or my same name and everything, they would freeze the account and say, we think you're that same person. Send us some identification and prove that you're not that person. So to get around it, I would set up accounts, you know, using my company when I was working for them at the time, use the company email and information. And later, I would use like my sister's or my mom's PayPal accounts to do whatever I needed to get done with PayPal. Because there were some places where, especially like on eBay, where you had to use PayPal. There wasn't really a lot of alternatives. So they started sending me collection letters, you know, because they turned me over to collections, and I did a cease and desist. Every time they sent somebody after me, I did a cease and desist. And if you don't know what that is, you basically are telling them I do not owe this, and I do not want to hear from you, the collection company, again. Tell whoever the company is that if they feel that I owe, they need to prove it in court. That's pretty much what it is. You basically saying, I'm not going to pay this, and the company needs to deal with it. And they were not going to take me to court because they knew they were going to lose. They knew that. There were, with PayPal, as far as litigation, they lost. You know, they have their little licensing and copyright. And what a lot of people don't realize is that just because you put it in a copyright and list it, doesn't mean it's legal. And they found that out the hard way because they had people take them to court and they would lose. And the courts were like, you can't have that in your copyright, and they would have to change it. So eventually the statute of limitations ran out, and they tried it. They tried again to collect, I think it was like a week before the statute of limitations was going to run out. One last try, and I sent them again a cease and desist. And then that was the last I heard of them, because the statute of limitations is over now. There's nothing they can do. But they can still try to mess me over. But it's all good. I still need a lawyer. Police are so tough. Silent Leaf Gaming, what's up, man? All is well. Pontus, how you doing? So, and you would think that that was it for the scamming, right? That time I got scammed. Didn't lose out on anything. Next time I actually got scammed again. And still didn't lose out on anything. But mainly because I'm paranoid, and I got desperate, which is how I got caught. Just finished my stream. Kid was waking up today. Oh, enjoy those times. Dang bang. What up, man? How you doing? Ooh, caught me coming in. Okay. Okay. Here, eat that. Eat that. But yeah, tonight. Anyway, tonight I'm gonna have the Saga Incursions run. Have you guys done that one already? Because it looks like a lot will work, and from the people that I saw, it looks like cosmics are the way to go. So I'm curious now. I might go in there with yeah, I might go in there with Munch Behind. What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, I saw Carolina and I saw Hulkling. I do not have a 7-star Hulkling, but I do have a maxed out 6-star. I'm doing good, man. Yeah, it's rainy here. It is. Thunderstorms, yep. You use a rank 4 Hulkling, 7-star? We had a tornado last Friday, yeah, and we're getting the rain from it. But yeah, I want to bring in Carolina. Yeah, see, I don't have a 7-star Hulkling. But I'm thinking Carolina. I might bring in do you think Serpent would work good? YT user. Yeah, I don't know much about him. He has to be ramped up. So that did it for me. But yeah, I'm just thinking. Oh, you can't use Serpent? Boo! I fully ramped that Star-Lord at like 20 charges and he couldn't hang. So, let me see. It's about that time for me to grab something to eat. But let's take a look, at least so I'm prepared. Or I'll just look around and see who people are using too. But I think I was watching MCOC Noobs, and he was saying the Cosmics seem to be really, really good. But you can go with Mystics too. Yeah, I don't have a 7-star Heimdall. Yeah, me neither. Now, I can bring in a 6-star Heimdall. But let's take a look. All right, so I can use Carolina. Okay, Storm, Mutant. I can use Cersei. And I could use, I don't know. Scream. Scream, Carolina, and Cersei, maybe. We'll see. I got to think about it in time for tonight. And I'll do, oh, science, boo. All right. Yeah, I gotta run my Alliance War. All right, guys. That is gonna do it for today. Tune in tonight. 6-star Hulkling. I was thinking about it. He is maxed out. So we'll see. I prefer bringing in 7-star rank 4s. Oh, you know I'm going to be using Luke for that science objective. I just mean I like using America Chavez. Kadinsky, what up, man? You got Cassie and M'Baku from your Titans and Frank from your Nexus. Those are not bad, man. Those are not bad. All right, let me see who's let me give my boy some love here. Anayan. I hope that's the right he's got drops on. He's doing some oh, wait a minute. He has 2 underscores. No wonder. Let me make sure we go to the right channel. Let me cancel that one. Dr. J, I see you. I reached at the end, yeah. All right, and let me look and see if he has if he has it, because he's new and he's in my alliance, and he does, well, he used to do some of the attack planning, but he does the defense planning for us in Battle Group 2. All right, let me see if he's even raid eligible. Yep, he is. So we're gonna give him a double raid, y'all. All right, hashtag out of the shadows. And do give him some love. Like I said, he's new. Give him a follow, hit that like. And by the way, hit the like for me too, because it really does help, especially with YouTube not helping me out. So anyway, take care, and you all have a blessed day.